a chip implanted into my brain so I can pay my rent in LA. Yes, there are adverse side effects from getting this surgery. I was already tender-headed. Now I'm super tender-headed. I have to work out like 4 times a week and I hate it. I scrub the back of my head sometimes. There's an electrical current. I'd feel a mild shock at the base of my neck. Itchy. This is okay. I was already told that that would happen. It also affects my speech patterns. Watch. So I have a chip implanted into my brain so I can pay my rent in LA. Yes, there are adverse side effects from getting this surgery. I was already tender-headed. Now I'm super tender-headed. I have to work out like 4 times a week and I hate it. I scrub the back of my head sometimes. There's an electrical current. I'd feel a mild shock at the base of my neck. Itchy. This is okay. I was already told that that would happen. It also affects my speech patterns. Watch.
Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Wadash. This your Akim and Drillazel, back with another quick lesson. And before we begin, this is for educational purposes only. I'm not monetized. I'm not receiving any type of money off of the use of this video. This is only for edification purposes only, and it's for educational purposes. So, Slakia, hopefully this will be my last attempt, because I tried to. Well, this is going to be my second attempt on doing this lesson, but anyway, let's hope that this attempt now will be my last. But yeah, I did. This is my second. This is part 2. So this is my second video on this same individual who perceives to be Edomite, which I think she is. But this is a lesson on what the MOTB, and this is how they're going to present it to these people, man. They're going to, like the last video, she said that they was, going to pay her handsomely by receiving this implant. And now she'll be able to pay, her rent, XYZ. So that's the tactics that Esau Edom is going to present to these people, man. They're going to make it very tempting to receive it. They're going to make it more or less people going to be they're going to be people that's going to resist it. They're going to be Edomites that's going to resist it. There's going to be other people that's going to resist it, but a lot of people is going to see it as a benefit, and they're going to be all with it, man. Because that's the way this devil is going to present it. Like this is nothing more than another evolution of man, pretty much going into another phase of society where, when it comes to currency, there's tangible currency that people are walking around with, being that it would be coins or dollar bills or fiat currency. For the real technical use, the paper bills will no longer will be obsolete, and everything would be digitized, man. Everything would be digital. So they're gonna present this to these people as another way of or a more innovative way that society is moving towards, man. Out with the old, in with the new type thing, and we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai that this devil is planning on putting primarily the children of Israel back under subjection, and basically the whole world, but mainly the children of Israel, man. Because he know, and we're talking about the elites amongst Esau. They know who they are according to the Bible. They know who the real children of Israel is. So that's where that controversy comes into play. But I'm gonna just go into the lesson. Well, actually, she was saying what she knew there were, or she was told there were going to be adverse side effects, and that what this lesson is about, man. And she said what she was already tender-handed. Now she's super tender-handed. You know, she said it's messing with her speech impediment. She also said that when she rubbed the back of her neck, she gets some electrical current or shock. You know, so yeah, we know the Bible speaks of these things, and we're gonna go into the lesson here, or the chapter of this lesson. I'm going to go to the main point, and this is the book of Revelation 16:2. It says, and the first went, and the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a newsome and grievous sore upon men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worship his image. So it said gruesome upon newsome. It says of a bad nature, you know.
Strong's G 2556. Kakas. Kakas.
It says kakas, and it says outline of biblical usage. It says of a bad nature, not such as it ought to be. It said not such as it ought to be, meaning that these people thought this mark would be something beneficial, but then they're going to come to realize it's something that is not ought. Well, it says not such as it ought to be. Something is wrong here, man. You know what I'm saying? Because that, you know, they're going to, once they receive this mark, they're going to realize something is wrong. Something is wrong here, but it's going to be too late, man. Especially 2/3 of Israel, man. But, you know, they're going to realize that this devil deceived them, man. And it says what? Of a mode of thinking, feeling, acting, base, wrong, wicked, troublesome, injurious, pernicious, destructive, baneful. It says what? Evil, evil things, harm, that which is evil, wicked, ill, bad, newsome. Let's go back to it. It's like it. So it says what? They're going upon the earth, and that fell sore. There fell sore a newsome, bad in nature. This is what the Greek lexicon says: universally of a bad nature, not such as it ought to be, man. So once they receive this mark, they're going to realize what this pitch line that Esau Edom was given to you is not going to be, is not such as it ought to be, man. You know what I'm saying? So they was told by, you know, receiving this mark, well, basically this implant, that it would be, you know, something innovative, something beneficial, convenient, XYZ. But then they're going to start feeling these adverse effects of this mark. And then they're going to realize things are not such as it ought to be, man. It said morally, i.e. of a mode of thinking, feeling, acting, base, wrong, wicked, of persons, you know. So it's going to be, you know, is receiving this devil's mark is what? It's coming straight from the what? The wicked, Esau, Edom. It says evil, i.e. what is contrary to law. So what is receiving this mark is what is contrary to law, man. So according to the law, Israel should not receive it, man. So this is contrary to law, man. So receiving this mark from this devil is a violation, man. We was given a commandment not to what? Take this devil mark, man. So that's law, and the Lord's law trumps everything, man. Any other so-called man-made law, man. What is contrary to law, either divine or human, wrong, crime, man. He said either divine or human, man. You know what I'm saying? So we know this devil's tactic, and mainly this going to be the ultimate temptation, man. And by receiving this mark, you're gonna pretty much you're gonna be what cast to the fire, man. You know what I'm saying? You mark yourself for damnation. Mainly, two-thirds of Israel will become that because it's already written, man. Marked for damnation, man. Let's go here. It says what? Number 3. It says troublesome, injurious, pernicious, destructive, baneful, and evil, that which injuries. James 3:8. You see. But the tongue can no man tame. It is an unruly evil full of deadly poison. Substantially equivalent. It's like your Titus 1 and 2 says substantially equivalent to bad, distressing, whether to mind or to the body, man. It says substantially equivocal, substantially equivalent to bad, i.e. distressing, whether to mind or the body, man. So your mind is that, she took it in the head. So that's on her mind, man. The body, the right hand or anywhere in your body, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's what? That mark is going to be pretty much distressing. It's going to be bad, man. Substantially equivalent, man, to bad, man. That's by receiving this mark. That's what it's going to be. It's going to some other, it's going to what sore mean.
Strong's G 1668. Helkos.
And it says, well, outline biblical uses, a wound, especially a wound producing a discharge, pus, a sore, an ulcer. So yeah, man, that's what it's going to be. Breakout in ulcers, a sore, a grievous wound, man. That's what the body is going to be an adverse effect, and the body is going to reject it. You know why? Because it's not natural, man. You're putting a foreign object in your body, and your body is going to naturally reject it, man. You know what I'm saying? And this devil, he's going to be able to, like they said, that's what they're trying to do. They said hack. They said, making so like you're making the body or making humans hackable, So these devils going to have all types of tactics they're going to do to try to attack certain people, their minds, or whether their physical being, their mind. This devil going to have different tactics, all type of tactics to attack people, man, because you got his mark. It's going to right, the Greek lexicon. This says one, a wound, especially a superient wound. If I'm saying that right. Seporient wound. So it says right here, a sore, an ulcer, you know. So yeah, man, that's what this devil is planning for you people to receive his mark, because by receiving that, he gonna gain complete control of you people. You know, your physical well-being, your peace of mind. Like right now, this devil is still in it. He's trying to perfect it. People's peace of mind, your privacy, your individuality, everything is going to be taken from you, man, once you receive this mark, man. So that's what this devil is doing now. He's trying to take everything he can from you, and mainly what? Your way, your source of earning money to live, because if you can't earn money, you will be, you can't live. And that's basically what he's going to do, man. So he's going to be able to control people's way of obtaining money. They can, by you receiving that, and they changing this whole system to a digital one, they can pretty much cut you off. Anybody they feel that they're a threat to their way of life, they can cut you off, man. You know, so they're gonna make people subject by force, by threat and duress, to obey their way of life, man. And that's what this devil planned on doing, man. It's like it. So I'm gonna end it off there, man. Hope the body will edify. Till next time, I'm gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakak Wadash. Again, this is Agim Julazil, Lord willing. I'll be back with another lesson. Till next time, Shalom, Barak Thumb, and the Baba Shalom.